So, the Apple Vision Pro was announced a week ago, and it's set to come out early 2024, and it's probably one of the most hyped up Apple product launches since maybe the original iPhone in 2007, or the Apple Watch Series 0 in 2014. What's going on, folks? Lloyd here, back again with another video, and after giving it some time to simmer down out there and whatnot, consuming lots of contents from multiple sources like press release, here are my overall thoughts / impressions about it in less than 10 minutes. Alright, so Apple Vision Pro. First things first, what is it? Well, in case you missed the WWDC 2023 Apple event on Monday, June 5th, Apple just announced their first generation device, which we don't see very often, but it is their take on augmented reality, aka AR headset with a bunch of cameras and sensors inside that you strapped onto your head / face and all that stuff. It will cost us the consumers $3,500 US, which is insane, but not really because they're Apple and they can do whatever they want and price their device to whatever they want. Now keep in mind, guys, Apple called this device augmented reality and not virtual reality in their 45 minutes presentation, which probably makes sense as they don't really want to market it as another VR headset. Don't believe me? Go watch their 45 minutes presentation about the Apple Vision Pro and let me know down in the comments if they mention virtual reality at all. But in all honesty, guys, right now, consumers around the globe should start thinking and seeing Apple as the luxury brand of technology, aka Louis Vuitton or Prada equivalent of tech. But keep in mind, Apple Vision Pro, it's got the word Pro as well, and just like with their Pro lineup of iPad Pro, iPhone Pro, MacBook Pro, all that stuff, they will cost you a ton of money, no doubt, but maybe there's a non-Pro version out there that is being developed as you watch this video, and maybe, who knows, it's just a hunch, but it's probably set to come out maybe late 2024, early 2025, who knows? Anyway, one thing that I took away from this new product that they announced recently is that it's not just a new hardware product, but rather there's a new platform announced as well, in case you missed it, aka the Vision OS. It's the operating system for the Apple Vision Pro AR headset, and it looks like it's built upon multiple building blocks of their different operating system like the iPad OS, Mac OS, all that stuff, along with a bunch of other things that is specific for Apple Vision Pro to make the augmented reality / spatial computing truly work. Plus, it will allow developers maybe in the gaming, or as many folks know it as virtual reality, aka VR, space to create games that will work seamlessly with the Apple Vision Pro. But again, Apple didn't really try to market too much of the gaming aspect for the Apple Vision Pro, hence why they didn't really mention virtual reality at all in their presentation, so we're probably not going to see a Ready Player One type of gaming yet, although it will have some Apple Arcade games and support for the DualSense controller from PS5. As far as the specs goes, guys, I'm not going to bore you to death, and I mean, you can just literally Google it if you want. But there's a bunch of cameras everywhere for detection and tracking, kind of like, you know, a spider's eye, but not really. Infrared illumination cameras and all that stuff inside to track your eyeballs. It's got its own Apple Silicon M2 chip, its own Wi-Fi connectivity, a slightly higher than average pixel than a typical 4K TV with micro OLED display for each eye, and then a set of speakers right above each ear on the band for, you know, that spatial audio purposes and experience. And then a brand new one is a dedicated new R1 chip built specifically for the Apple Vision Pro, which is doing all that real-time processing from all the sensors that makes this headset unique on its own. Also, another thing with Apple Vision Pro is it's literally a standalone device, meaning you won't need your iPhone or MacBook to connect to the device itself. On top of that tech, the overall build seems to be high quality to the touch and will conform to the user's head shape and whatnot, kind of like this person right here that they showcase in the keynote and stuff like that. Also, it doesn't come with a controller, as you don't really need that because everything will work just by using your hands, fingers, and all that stuff, which is definitely futuristic. Unfortunately, during the keynote though, Apple basically demoed experiences where you're trying to do certain tasks that you can already do in, today's world by using a cheaper device, obviously. For example, you can already watch Apple TV Plus content on an Apple TV 4K on your TV in spatial audio. that's already available. And then, you can also look at several different windows of different apps and browsers by just getting multiple computer monitors, or maybe getting a bigger curved monitor or something. And we can already FaceTime or Zoom with our coworkers while working on a presentation. However, though, I think the key takeaway here is another closed ecosystem, aka the well-known Apple ecosystem, gatekeeping once again, since it looks like all the cool things you can do will be limited to just all Apple things. For now, at least. But I guess the cool new thing you can do with the Apple Vision Pro, though, is to be able to take 3D photos and videos, and then you can also use the headset to play back those memories alone in your dark bedroom. Just kidding. But one thing I realized, and also Mark Zuckerberg recently said to his employees too, according to some of the articles written out there, is that most of the people being shown, mostly adults, working class maybe, in the keynote video was a person sitting on a couch, floor, or bed by themselves, which is kind of sad. I mean, there was a scene of a person on a plane surrounded by people and stuff, but then when they put it on, the headset, and dialed the crown to the immersive experience, it basically made it look like they're all alone, all over again, in their own little bubble. But hey, I guess it's kind of great if you just want to use this device by yourself, all alone, being an introvert like myself, shout out society and stuff. Okay, jokes aside, guys, it is truly a next level immersive experience though, yet you can still see your surrounding around you depending on how immersive you want it to be, and you can still talk to people and stuff like that, and they'll be able to see your eyeball. Aside from that though, this is definitely a new first generation device that Apple is releasing for the first time in a while, and obviously there will be early adopters for the device itself, and then obviously in the next couple of months or years down the road, there will be major improvements and whatnot, and they will release a second gen or something, or maybe a first gen if this is technically Gen 0, right? Now for the price point, and a lot of the media outlets and basically everybody out there is covering this, but for $3,500, that is a very steep price point, and I think Apple is trying to cater it to a specific niche Apple consumer audience out there, for now at least, to see how it does and stuff like that, how it performs. And yeah, just overall as time progresses on, and again, going back to the non-pro version I said earlier, they will probably and most likely will have a cheaper alternative to offer to the general public who doesn't want to spend or have the budget to put down really like $3,500 and stuff. Although that could be for a later brand new generation, or maybe they will release Apple Vision Pro 2 but then have a cheaper version with the Apple Vision Pro Gen 0 or Gen 1 specs. Stuff for the cheaper version, similar to what they do with their iPhone SE and with their iPhone 14 and 14 Max. Basically, the non-pro version gets the previous generation tech specs, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, Apple Vision Pro, it won't come out again until early 2024 as Apple announced, but the real question is it worth it? Will you buy it? Will I buy it? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Again, it's a first generation, brand new device. Definitely early adopters will get first dibs, but in all honesty, guys, I think I'm gonna wait for a few more years, maybe year 2026 or something, to see just how it performs and what sort of other improvements it will have. Mainly, I wanted it to be marketed not only as a product that is made for spatial computing and stuff like that, but also as a way to escape the real world and be a cutting edge virtual reality hardware where I can play games, kind of like Ready Player One almost, and interact with people outside of the Apple ecosystem. Anyway, that is all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know, kind of short right there, but I'll catch you all in my next video. Got a lot of contents to shoot and stuff like that for this summer and for the next couple months. Lots of exciting new techs really that's coming out this year, so I am stoked. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.